Tonight, before you go to bed, make an inspection tour of your ice box. How's that Pabst Blue Ribbon supply holding out? Tomorrow morning when your dealer says, "What did you have?" say, "Pabst Blue Ribbon." What else?
Hello everyone and welcome to the Hello Harem podcast. I'm your host Alex Luby and I'm joined as always by the horniest homie to sail the seven seas. The C's are still plural, though we're not. Mr. Luke Farnsworth. I almost omitted the S from C's. Not the first S, the second S.
And they would just be E's.
The horniest homie to sail the seven E's.
The Evan E's.
The E's.
The Evan E's.
We are back to your regularly scheduled program. I'm in Thorps' room today because we were having some beyond technical difficulties trying to get the podcast to record in my room.
The Hello Technical Difficulties podcast took its sharp and inevitable return.
Yeah. My camera kept wanting to go black and white when I would open.
It was awesome.
Yeah, when I would open our recording software. So we decided to move to Thorps' room. Then we had our own set of difficulties trying to set this shit up. We got hit with the shuriken.
Yeah, the circle shuriken.
The circle shuriken instead of my face. But we're back up and running. We ran some tests. The tests came back great. Our hypotheses were a conclusion. And we're back sailing the seas.
The test came back negative. We are not the fathers.
No, that was Maury, right?
Well, yeah, that was Maury.
It was Maury, yeah. Jerry Springer, started off as a really somber tone to the podcast today. Guys, we lost him.
Wasn't the Jerry Springer show where they would bring out couples and one of them was cheating and then they would always like get into a fist fight on the show?
Yeah, and the crowd would scream, Jerry,
awesome.
Jerry.
It's awesome. Fucking amazing. I had no clue he was from Ohio.
I heard he was born in London.
Really?
Let's fact check Jerry Springer real quick.
I will also fact check Gerald Springer.
I don't like typing on. Oh, here's what I typed in on Anthony's keyboard. JWEEYAPR.
Joey Springer.
Joey Springer.
He was born in London, United Kingdom on February 13th, 1944.
But did he grow? So he must have grew up in Ohio.
I mean, he was the former mayor of Cincinnati. Why would you want to come to Cincinnati after you lived in the fucking London?
I don't know. He died peacefully Thursday in his home in suburban Chicago of pancreatic cancer.
Oh, yeah, nice and peaceful, huh?
Yeah, that's a nice way to go, pancreatic cancer.
Don't get me wrong, the United Kingdom's not the nicest place on planet Earth by any means, but going from London to Cincinnati...
Yeah, I'd say Cincinnati's just as bad as London. Fucking jellied eels eating. Full English having. In it.
He went from the land of beans to the land of spaghetti with chili on top.
What a downfall of Jerry Springer. Yeah, guys,
quite a lateral move.
He's dead now. So today's podcast is dedicated to Jerry Springer. So that's who
I don't think he was even on TV at a time where my brain would have mattered.
This dude was born in 1944.
I think his show ended in the early 2000s or something.
I think so, because it all looked like it was recorded in the 90s.
1991 is when it premiered. There were 27 seasons.
Oh my god. He was in Austin Powers.
They stopped making it in 2018.
What? Probably when he got diagnosed with pancreatic cancer.
It went on for 27 years. Holy shit.
Wow.
And yes, I know I said there were 27 seasons, but for those of you that don't know, in America, seasons are you have 3 seasons come out in 1 year for some reason. Don't know why. But I don't know, The Simpsons probably have 400 seasons of The Simpsons because there's 8 a year or some stupid shit like that.
Yeah, I think they are up to probably in the hundreds. Fucking Simpsons. I hate The Simpsons.
The Simpsons.
It's terrible. I'm lowering my chair. I feel way
And
too
the older
loud.
ones were pretty funny.
Wood.
Yeah, they have 34 seasons, but it started in 1989. Wait, no, that works out. That maths.
The Simpsons did?
Yeah, they started in 1989. There's 746 episodes. Anyway, The Simpsons might not be the best point that I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is that television in the United States, for some reason, American cartoons, American shows, anything, the seasons don't fucking tell you how many years the show was on
No,
for.
They don't.
Never. For whatever reason.
Yeah, it's like there could be one season a year, and then there could be 3.
Or there could be one season of a show that lasts 2 years.
You know, yeah, you're right. Yeah, because it's like they take breaks. They take
this
like
is
a
a break.
3-month, 4-month break. They'll be
Which
like-
is just the end of the season, but they just take a break instead.
Yeah, it's kind of like the Attack on Titan thing. It's like season 2, part 2.
You also never knew when when the season finale was. It just kind of happened.
Man,
Like, you just
fat
be-
ass has divots in his fucking thing, and I can't move the chair forward.
Like some shows, you'll just be watching it, and then one week it'll just be like, "And this is the season finale." And you're like, when? When did they say this?
Didn't we just pass episode 5?
It's only a 7-episode season. Don't worry, next season's 48 episodes for some
Yeah.
reason.
American television's dumb. Hello, Finn.
American
dog.
television is set up stupid as hell.
Hi, buddy.
Hello, dog.
There he goes. He's licking the plate. Finland, what are you doing? Cleaned it. Finn, you staying in here? Come on, jump up.
He will want to leave in about 5 minutes.
Get on the bed. He's on the bed.
He'll want to leave in about 5 minutes. Don't worry. Yeah, remember, you're in Anthony's room now, which is
Yeah.
where Finn runs supreme.
Oh, that dog of mine.
Finn runs Goober Supreme.
What's up, buddy? Well, I guess we're gonna just start off with a question. How was your week, Luke?
It was okay, I guess. But you are what the fuck?
He wants out already.
I told you. I mean, I guessed way longer, but we'll just go with it.
All right.
My week was fine. Work was tiring. I am very just annoyed with it, but we out here, we balling, we gaming. I gotta pay rent tomorrow. I don't want to. It fucking sucks. Everything about life in America sucks ass.
I hate it. I'm glad we have the same feelings towards work and having to pay a bill tomorrow. I have to pay my car payment. Work's getting dreadfully worse.
Is it?
Terribly worse. Management is going off the rails, brother.
Is it better or worse than Junior?
It's worse.
Really?
It has its. They're like. They have their differences in how shitty they are.
I see.
So
What's been going on?
our company got bought out by like an investment firm, or I don't know what it'd be called. They bought them out or something.
I think that is an investment firm.
Is
I
it?
think usually investment firms buy out companies
I think
unless it's like a parent company.
I think these guys were totally out of it, so they probably was an investment firm. And the higher ups in that investment firm are trying to change shit for us. So they're like getting super strict about break time, and they're like, you got to keep working, you can't use your phone, no earbuds in. And then the two dudes who run the plant are just being like cuckolds.
No, I see.
Yeah, just being super bad. So it's not skizzy on the 411, man.
Yeah, my week I ran around trying to get an answer to a question that I asked on Monday. I didn't get that answer until Thursday, and it was the original response of what I wanted in the first place on Monday.
So you went around all week getting the same answer.
I basically went around and I was like, "What is is this right?" And then I get pointed to another person. I'm like, "Is this right?" And they're like, "I don't know. That's not me. And so you should try this person." I went to them. I was like, "Is this right?" "Yeah, that's right. Thanks. All right, now I have to go all the way back. Oh, I'm getting a call. Oh, this isn't what you wanted me to do at all? Great, thanks. All right, he didn't want us to do this at all. Oh, what's that? We can't do what he wants us to do because it literally changes everything on this entire drawing. All right, let me go tell him. hey, we have to change the whole drawing because we literally can't do what you want. Oh, that's okay. You just have to think about it for a second. You thought about it. All right, you've determined it's okay for us to do that. All right. He said it's okay for us to do that. Oh, you want me to mark up the drawing? All right, let me go do that. All right, here's the drawing. What? You don't really understand what's on the drawing? I don't either. If you have questions, come find me and I'll figure out what the hell's wrong with it. I'm just going to leave it at that. And that was one project for my whole week.
Hey, I have a lot of questions.
And then yesterday, or it's Friday, not yesterday, fuck, Jesus. Yesterday, Jesus Christ. Friday, after I gave that drawing, it was like, here, these are the changes. They were like, oh, hey, by the way, here's 6 drawings you need to look over. They need to be done really fast because this needs done really fast. We just found out it needs done really fast. And I said, thanks.
God, that sounds worse than my work.
And then the big up man in my department said, hey, if you guys on the ship need help with anything, I'll volunteer my guys out to help you on sea trials. And I was like, oh, that's cool. I would go. They're like, we need someone to do the shaft alley inspections. Now, I don't know if I talked about on the podcast, shaft alleys on a naval ship go from 2nd deck to 7th deck as a ladder that goes straight down, and there's no stops. You go from the 2nd deck and you climb down 5 decks to 7th deck, and then you come out, you'll do an inspection, and you'll climb back up. There are 12 of those. It is a 12-hour shift. You climb one shaft alley an hour on a moving ship.
Did you get thrown onto that or volunteer?
Well, it was said, if anyone wants to volunteer, here you go, and I did not respond to it in the slightest.
You would be the worst person for that because you are afraid of heights.
And that's what I said. I was like, dude, I'm afraid of heights. There's no way I'm doing that. And everyone's like, oh, new guy just has to do it. You know, he's the new guy. I'm like, fuck you. I'm not doing it. You want to watch me fucking die? Yeah, put me on that.
He's a new guy. Let's bust his balls. Let's make him climb 12.
Watch
Let's
his
make him climb
hand
5
slip.
decks.
Watch his hand slip on 3rd deck and he falls down 4 decks.
New guy broke his femur.
New guy fell 40 feet. Woo, that's fucking awesome, isn't it? Fuck that.
Yeah, that sucks.
It'd be farther than 40 feet. Some of the decks are long or tall as hell.
Yeah, especially like the hangar deck.
Well, hangar bay is
that 2nd?
1st deck. No, that's main deck.
Oh, what's the top deck? Is that a whole different deck? Flight deck. Do you start counting below the flight deck?
So you have flight deck, main deck, and then 2nd deck to 7th deck.
Oh. But
then as you go up in the tower, it's 1st level, 2nd level, 3rd level, 4th level, and so on.
Okay.
Decks are represented by a number. Levels are represented by a 0 and a number.
Oh. Oh.
If it was 0-1, it'd be level 1. But if it was like a 5, it's 5th deck.
Deck 5. Okay. That's actually pretty easy to understand.
Cool, interesting shit with Luke. Just like left is all odd numbers, or left is all even numbers, and right is all odd numbers. Bada bing, bada boom.
But we're not spilling government secrets, are we? We're not going to get raided by the FBI.
No, that's just the number system for the ships. Like you can see it on any of the museum ships. I pointed it out on when we were on.
You did, yeah.
Whatever.
Massachusetts.
Yeah, Starboard is always represented by odd numbers, and port is always represented by even numbers. So you know which way left and right you are, up and down.
I do remember when you pointed that out on that big mass. We were in one of the batteries. I think it was a 5-inch gun battery when you pointed it out.
Yeah.
It was a big open room.
I think that was on Massachusetts, actually.
Yeah. Big mass.
And then the triple numbers dictate how far back you are on the ship. The higher the number is, the farther towards the farther aft you are.
After the back?
Yes.
I was always confused with not bow and stern. That one was pretty easy, but like starboard and what's the other one? Port. Yeah, port and starboard always confused me. And then aft, I had no idea what the fuck that was.
Yeah, aft's the back of the boat, and so if you're going astern, you're going towards the front. And if
Oh,
you're moving
okay.
aft, you're going towards the back.
So I'm adjusting my volume here. Okay. Okay, we're good. Ugh. Yeah, I didn't know any of that, actually.
Yeah, just quick, easy shit. That's how you find your way around the ship.
We just usually walk
Yeah, none of that's government secrets.
and end up somewhere.
Wow, we are lost. Oh, hey, a ladder. Let's just walk up this
Let's
real
go.
fast and see what's up. Also, the stairs that go down, those are all ladders. They're all considered ladders.
Really?
Yeah, so everything is a ladder on the ship.
I did not know that.
Yep, I found that out when everyone's like, "Take this ladder." I'm like, "These are stairs, dude."
See, these are they look like fucking stairs.
Yeah, but they're so steep. I think they have to consider it a ladder.
Just hold on. What?
What did you look up?
I got on Reddit.
Of course.
Whose account is this? This is Thorpe's account. So I got on Reddit and I go to fucking search. This what? No, this can't be right. This
I'm
can't be
booting
right.
up Reddit. Let me see.
This
What are
can't
you
be.
looking at?
Search history. This has to be wrong. So the earliest, the latest one, or the earliest, I guess if you want to say the longest ago, was Gothic Lolita Moe. Normal stuff.
Yeah.
There's also anime.
All right.
There's also anus hole worship. This gay asshole gone wild. An asshole gone wild. There's no way. There's no fucking way Anthony was looking that up.
I believe he was, dude. I don't know what you're talking about.
I think I'll just bypass that and go to our anime.
Well, why, dude? I think that's accurate for him.
What the fuck is this?
Is it still there?
No, I deleted them. I should have taken
You
a
should
picture.
have taken
God
a
damn it.
picture.
I wonder if it'll pop up later. I wonder if it will.
And I asked him, what the hell is up with this, dude?
Yeah.
Dude, why is
So,
there worship on your fucking computer?
I know.
Wait, what is?
Matt was goofing off with his backgrounds, so I know that for sure. And I opened them up today, and I'm like, oh shit, I forgot we changed those. I'm just checking to see if there's any. I haven't seen really any big news.
I did get a recommended post the other day about Oshinoko, and there was a lot of people in the comments shitting on the show for some reason. And then every response to them was the average Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood fan when some show is actually better than their show.
Yeah. Oshinoko was fucked. Have we talked about any of the new ones yet?
I don't think we've talked about any new shows yet.
I don't think we have. There's a couple I do want to highlight.
Let me pull up my phone so I don't fucking blind myself with the flash of
with the
God's
screen.
light. With the flash of God's light on my skin. I guess we can start from the top. First off, Ancient Magus' Bride Season 2 is fucking amazing.
Bussin' so far.
So goddamn good.
Bussin'.
Like when Elias said,
True say. I like in the most recent episode we got that is one of the shows I'm all caught up on because I'm far behind on a decent amount of shows, but I tried my best to keep I would have been all caught up, but on my flight home we didn't have fucking Wi-Fi.
God damn.
Yeah, so my plans were literally ruined. No Wi-Fi for 11 hours.
That sucks ass.
I was pissed because I was like, I'm gonna watch all the anime, man. This is gonna be fucking awesome. I'm gonna have a great time. No, it was not that way. Not at all. I was pissed off.
Probably bored as fuck.
I slept the whole time. I missed both my meals. I just slept. So you have nothing else to do. I don't want to watch shitty movies with shitty headphones they give you.
You don't want to watch fucking Lost in Translation
No.
for 11 hours straight.
No, not again. Not again. So that ruined what I was gonna, because I would be all caught up. I'd be good to go. But
So what have you caught up on so I know what we can talk about?
Ancient Magus's Bride, Cafe Terrace, my Yuri is My Job, Demon Slayer. I'm one episode behind on Oshinoko, and that might be it.
I think we can talk about Oshinoko if you're only one episode behind.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Because really, the big brain buster was that first episode.
Yeah, that one fucking woof.
Or the movie that led into the show.
That hurt me so goddamn bad.
Yeah. I was at Amanda's last night, and she wanted to watch it, so we watched it again.
Oh yeah, was that nice?
No, it actually hurt a little more the second time.
Because then you know what's gonna happen at the end.
And I got to pay attention to a couple little details here and there, just picking up on the more sad stuff that made it worse. It sucked so bad again. Like, my eyes were getting teary. I'm like, I can't cry in front of the woman.
Did you watch the after credits too?
Yeah, you know it.
Oh yeah,
that.
I held back, and then I watched the after credits by myself, and that's when I was like, oh god, I'm gonna start crying.
I know. It was.
I was fighting to not start crying. I had tears rolling down my eyes. I was like, fuck.
Did you know what this other than the kids are reborn as an idol? Idol's kids. Did you know anything about what was the show was about? I didn't either.
Not even a little. I thought it was going to be a fun little slice of life about a guy that got born as an idol kid.
That's what I thought. It was going to be goofy, funny, haha. This is going to be awesome.
Murder mystery that leads to him wanting to kill his own dad.
Because it didn't really make sense to me. I'm like, why? This show has a really interesting synopsis to it, but why is it so anticipated? Is there a manga for it?
Yeah, I think so.
Really?
I think it's based off a manga.
It always kind of irked in my brain. I was like, why is this show particularly? It's been more hyped than Chainsaw Man.
Yeah.
I'm like, why? It's something I'll absolutely love, but what about it is so crazy that all these people are talking about it? Now I know. Now I fucking know.
Yeah, that first episode.
Yeah, did not see that one coming. And you're like, it's so sad. I'm like, how? I was like, oh, some little sad's gonna happen, a little kooky, crazy, but nothing.
Yeah, it was a little sad for sure, dude.
It's just a little bit sad.
It's not super sad. It's just a little bit. There's a little sadness there.
Yeah, just a little bit, God, I want to go into detail, but it's so new. I feel like going into detail would be really bad.
And that's a big show, so I don't really want to go into detail on a big show. If we went into Yuri is My Job and started saying shit, I don't care. I don't think anybody who's going to watch it does not care about the spoilers. No. How the show really pisses me off how mean they are to this girl that they're forcing to work at their fucking shop.
Right. Or her friend is high key yandere.
Her friend is high key hot, dude.
She's high key yandere.
Yeah, dude.
I didn't expect that. She started working there, and she's flipping the shit because her what's the word they use for sister? It's all German.
Oh yeah, the fucking
It's called, I don't know, the Kriegsmarine or something like that.
Oh, this is my Kriegsmarine.
This is my Luftwaffe partner.
This is my Luftwaffe.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck, why are they so mean to this bitch? I get it. She's fake. She's not a good character by any means, but god damn, they're just being mean as shit to her.
I think it's the classic anime trope of really shitty communication is what's going on.
Yeah, 100% it is, because in the last episode they showed the shitty communication taking hold.
Yeah. And I was like, this could be so easily avoided.
And that's what I hate the most, is that they could just talk. One person just gets really mad and then they don't explain anything to each other.
Yeah, she walks out before even talking. She's like, "Oh, I gotta get back to work. Are you coming?" It's like,
I'm gonna
whoa.
run into the room and say she doesn't like you guys, and then leave. And now you're gonna get bullied for the rest of your days in school, and I'm gonna just move out of school.
Like that part I kind of understood, but the part where it's like, I think blonde-haired girl, she probably could have told her, she's like, hey, I did that for you because I was your friend. And they'd be like, oh, well, I misunderstood. I'm sorry. Sorry, I ruined your school days. Sorry about that.
I'm only faking being her friend. And then she comes out of the fucking closet, and I'm just like, okay. And then she's like mad about it. I'm like, you're being a bitch. Why does she want to? Why would she want to be your friend if you're gonna be a bitch the whole time?
I'm actually really enjoying that show. It has a lot more like I'd say substance to it than I thought it would.
I like it more now that we're actually into the show. The beginning, I was just kind of like, they're just being mean to this chick for no fucking reason.
Yeah, that's how I felt.
Everyone.
I was like,
They
oh,
didn't even tell her how to do the job. They just said, here's the job, go work. And she's like, what?
yeah, you sprained our manager's arm. You need to work for us now.
You're now working for us.
and we're
It's
going
like,
to bully you.
also, you're doing all of this wrong. We're going to have to yell at you now.
Yeah, but we're not going to tell you exactly how to do it right. Because you're
I don't
Kriegsmarine.
You're my Luftwaffe.
You're my Luftwaffe.
You're my Flammenwerfer.
Together we will werf the Flammen.
You are the Panzer to my Flammenwerfer.
You are the Panzer to my Shrek.
Yeah. The Flammen to my Wurf.
Together
The
we-
Luft to my Waffe.
the Biz to my Mark.
What is with like anime just in general using so many German words?
I have noticed that too. This whole
Like, I mean,
cafe
the
is
fucking-
German.
Madoka Magica. It was Walpurgisnacht. That's just German. That is just straight German.
That show did have
what?
a lot of German in it.
And there was a lot of German in it. Like, what the fuck?
I don't know.
Girls and Panzer made sense at least.
Yeah, that was about tanks and shit.
Right. I need to watch all those movies still.
I need to watch all the movies.
I've only watched the show.
I think before I watch the movies, I think I'm gonna rewatch the show.
I'd want to rewatch it before I watch the movies.
for
Just kind of
funsies.
how I want to watch. I want to rewatch Saga of Tanya the Evil before I watch the movie because I don't really super remember it too well. I remember the end.
I
But that's about it.
that show.
Season 2's slated for this year right now, but I don't believe it.
If that's true, I'm gonna have to get on my horse.
Yeah, it says everything is saying it's supposed to be this year, but they haven't announced shit for it. So I'm 50-50 on it.
Yeah, I mean it'd probably just be a good show to watch anyway. So it's not.
It's
I'm
an
not.
awesome fucking show.
Yeah.
I love that show. I'm so excited to watch that movie. Maybe I'm deciding if I want to rewatch that next and then watch the movie, or if I want to watch a new show next.
I totally
don't know.
want to start a new show, but I got to catch up on so much. One of which that I really want to catch up on is Witch from Mercury, like super bad.
I haven't watched this week's episode, but it's good.
I think I'm one episode in for every show.
They hit on a lot of like Earth politics in the last episode.
I figured that's where they were gonna go because I think war's steaming up pretty quick.
I don't know, like I said, I don't know about this week, but last week it kind of went off the donkey a little bit. The one Chad dude, the one who lost his fucking fortune and his dad and all that shit.
Yeah.
What did they call him? Brad or something? What's his name?
I thought it was Gruel or something like the Guel.
No,
that was the
when he
gunman's
was
name.
when he was working on the ship, they called him like Brad or
Bob.
something. Bob.
Bob.
Yeah, he kind of went epic style last episode.
He's based. I like him a lot actually.
I'm really excited for this episode because I'm just so interested. The
Yeah.
show's interesting.
I got to figure out what exactly I need to. Let me pull up that list because I've been going down the days just so I don't get too far behind.
That's how I do when I need to catch up. I usually go by like whatever the next day is going to be, so I don't get behind on the new shows from
Yeah.
tomorrow.
So
and
I
shit
need
like
to
that.
watch. Oh, I'm caught up on Loving Yamada as well.
Did you watch today's episode?
No, I didn't.
Damn.
I know.
Or yesterday's episode.
No,
Yamada, right?
because I was watching it like
That's-
noon, and it comes out at
It
2.
comes out at Saturday.
Yeah. So I'm
So
one episode behind on that.
I actually just watched that today too.
I need to
'cause
watch.
I didn't watch it yesterday.
Tonight I'm gonna watch Tonikawa. I'm caught up on Terrace. I'm going to watch the one episode of Yamada. I'm gonna try and catch up on Hell's Paradise, all of it. Definitely
I've got-
Dangerous in My Heart. So those are the next ones I definitely have to catch up on.
The ones I haven't watched yet are Hell's Paradise, Dangers in My Heart, Galaxy Next Door, and then Demon Slayer and Witch from Mercury from today. And then I'm all caught up with everything.
Demon Slayer hit the Spelunky too. It was
I
really
have to
good.
watch yesterday's episode of Heavenly Delusion too. That show is fucking nuts.
Yeah, I need to catch up on that. Fuck.
That show is nuts, dude. So you know, like how what's the episode 2 where the one chick was like, "I'm actually a dude."
Yeah.
They actually explain it, and it's super fucking weird and
Really?
whack. Like it is really weird, and kind of sad at the same time. Not like Oshinoko episode 1 sad, but it was pretty sad.
Mm-hmm. I saw a clip from, it might have been the most recent episode, so you might not have seen it yet. It was when it was 2 of the kids back at the school were having a conversation, and he was talking like it was getting kind of weird. But I saw that clip. I don't know what episode it was from though. Definitely
I don't
not
know what
2.
you mean by it's getting kind of weird.
What's that?
I don't know what you mean by it's getting kind of weird.
He wanted to like basically like fuck her.
Yeah, that happened in episode 4.
Was it?
So that was last week's episode.
Okay. Damn, it's on 5 already?
Yeah, it's on 5.
Isn't that fucking crazy? We're already 4
It's
episodes, 5.
insane.
We're already almost halfway done. It feels like it just started.
I know. I was thinking the same thing. I was watching Cafe Terrace on Friday, and I was like, "There's no way we're on like the 4th episode of this already."
Yeah. That show is surprisingly getting a lot better.
It reminds me of Quintessential.
Yeah, it does. Because every single person has the exact personality of everyone from Quintessential
Yep.
Quintuplets.
100%.
There's the stupid blue-haired girl who's Yotsuba. There's the cool-haired girl who's Ichika. There's the mean one with the pink hair, ironically, Nino. There's the smarter,
Semi-quiet one.
quiet one, which is Miku. And then there's like the, I guess you could say smart and most normal, which would be Itsuki.
Yeah.
Who has the pigtails that's like orange hair. But I will say, what's the dude's name from Quintessential?
Futo.
Hutaro, yeah.
Futaro.
I like him a lot better than this guy.
I do like him a lot better. But at the same time, this dude came back to his dead grandma's house, found 5 strangers in the house, and they got mad at him. And I was like, all right, hold on, wait a minute.
Yeah.
I was like, wait a minute.
And all the scenes were like, he was like in the bathtub and someone else comes in and then he gets the shit kicked out of him.
I know. I was like, what the fuck?
I was like, come on, give my man a break. Like, he literally has not made any weird moves or said anything weird. And
No,
you're
he
still
hasn't
kicking the shit out.
tried.
No.
He hasn't tried to hit on any of you or anything.
No.
You're just getting pissed at him.
And then the one chick, the Itsuki knockoff, they're fucking at the shrine. She lifts her skirt up. She's like, oh, this is a reward. He's like, what the fuck are you doing?
He's like, what are you doing, you fucking wackadoo?
And then he continues to get the shit kicked out of him.
Or the one where Miku gets drunk and starts undressing him, and
fucking
he gets the
sniffing him.
shit kicked. He gets the shit kicked out of him. He's like, please stop.
She like
So he gets sexually assaulted and then gets the shit beat out of him, and that's his fault.
Yeah, dude, anime.
Man,
She like sniffs him.
every week I'd sit down and after I finish, I'm like, that is very much like quintessential quintuplets. It just reminds me of it.
Yeah, I've had the exact same thought. It's good though. I honestly I'm liking it.
I
But
do like it a lot.
It's just not quintessential, man.
No, and it also gives me like when the first episodes came out, Yuri is my job and that both came out the next day after, and I was like, everyone's just getting mad at the main character for not understanding what the fuck's going on,
Yeah.
and no one's explaining it to him.
They're just kind of like, you should already know everything that's going on.
Hello, this is my house. Why are 5 strangers in my house? Please leave. Well, you're dumb. Fuck you. It's like, all right, I guess.
My grandma just died. What are you doing here?
Leave. No. All right, I guess.
Okay, let's just run the cafe then.
Hey, you bumped into me and sprained my ankle. Work at this job. Can you explain it to me? No. Hey, you're doing that wrong. Fuck you.
Do you want to be my Kriegsmarine or not? I like, it's Schwartz something.
It's like
Schwartzvester
Schwartz,
or something like that.
Schweizvester
Yeah,
or something like that.
Schweizvester or something.
It's a fucking Kriegsmarine.
Sounds like a V2 missile.
It's my Kriegsmarine.
This
Hey,
is,
do you want to be Kriegsmarines together
maybe we can sail the seven seas together. Haha.
as one hand in hand, brother and sister?
As Big Bismarck interprets. Haha.
As not just sisters, but also lovers. Oh, what a weird set of circumstances these characters have found themselves in
Yeah.
for sure.
Goofy, wacky, crazy.
Speaking of weird circumstances, imagine having some weird girl show up to be your manga assistant and then you get stabbed by her tail thing and now you're married.
What show's that?
A Galaxy Next Door.
Oh, I haven't started that.
You haven't even started it?
No, because it came out. I think I was gone when it. No, it wasn't. No, I
No.
forgot to fucking start it.
That's on episode 4, dude.
I'm fucking way behind.
You're cringed.
Oh,
Cringed
God.
hard.
I really want to catch up on Dangers in My Heart.
That one's really good. I actually super like that show.
I'm 2 episodes in that one, so I don't have as much to catch up on. Cause is that on 5 yet?
5 came out yesterday, I think.
Damn it!
I think. Hold on, let me double check.
I think
before
you're right.
I don't know. A lot of the shows they staggered really hard at the
Mhm.
start. So now some shows are on 5, some are on 4. I just know it's one or the other. Back a day. Episode 5 just came out.
Episode 5. God damn, I'm so behind.
Oh, dude, the English dub for Demon Girl Next Door came out today. I love that show. Why do they have to ruin it?
Why do they have to ruin Demon Girl Next Door?
Insomniacs After School was a lot better than I thought it would be as well.
Really?
Yeah, it's actually like really fun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice.
Is that one kind of, because the only thing I kind of got from that show, at least from like the picture, was it kind of reminded me of Call of the Night with the like how the night looked like kind of purpley.
Not really. It's not very purpley. It's more of just about star watching now. It's like stargazing, the show. Yeah.
That sounds fun. It's actually
So
sounds really fun.
this school had an astronomy club, and they had a whole ass observatory on this fucking school.
Yeah.
Because Japanese schools just have observatories, I guess, with $1 million fucking telescopes on them.
Yeah, whose school doesn't, man?
And everyone like left. No one would join it, so it turned into a storeroom. And then this girl made up this story about how there's ghosts in there, so everyone stayed away. But she would go in there to sleep there because it was the only place she could sleep because she had insomnia and couldn't sleep at night. And our main dude, whatever his fucking name is, I can't remember it right now, walks in there accidentally and is like, "Oh boy, I need boxes," and then he goes upstairs and takes a nap. It's like that's how it starts. And now it's about stargazing and taking pictures of stars and constellations and shit.
Do they like tell you what the name of the star constellations is and stuff?
They pointed out a bunch of them at one point, but it's not like it's not that far yet.
Mm-hmm. It's not like Yuru Camp where they describe everything they're using for their camping.
No, I mean they explained how to take pictures of stars with a camera.
Really?
Yeah,
That sounds kind of
They
based.
they explained changing the settings on a camera to take pictures of stars and make it look better.
That sounds a little based, actually. I think that sounds really fun to start.
There's this epic girl that is definitely a kudere, and she just kind of shows up and she's like, "I take pictures of stars," and that's it.
You'd think, though, with $1 million telescope set up at your school, the school would maybe try and, promote the astronomy club a little bit when it was dying.
Well, before they joined the astronomy club, they were actually going to get rid of the telescope and sell it or something.
How do you sell that?
I don't know, fucking NASA.
Facebook Marketplace.
Here's my $1 million telescope from an observatory.
Lightly used. I know what I have. No low balls.
Please don't lowball me. I know what I have.
I know what I have. Oh,
It's a
man.
very entertaining show, though. It's really calm. There's not a lot of conflict or anything in it.
I love like that's kind of what I want in a show sometimes. Like with
But it
Super
keeps
Cub,
like yours. Yeah.
it was so fucking calm.
I think hold on, let me make sure I'm not wrong here. There is something that I wanted to bring up about no, I don't want to look up Honda Super Cubs as much as I want one. I'm
I
not looking
need
that
one.
up right now. I need one bad.
I'm checking the list again too.
Where's the studio? There it is. There was one show that the studio did. Oh, the studio that did Super Cub did fucking Shine Post.
You're shitting me.
And they do all of the Uma Musume Pretty Derby shows. Like they did that whole series.
You are shitting me.
I wish I was, dude.
That is insane. When you think about the differences from Super Cub,
I'll do you one even better. They did Skeleton Knight in Another World as well.
what the fuck?
Mhm.
The ED for Skeleton Knight, like the animation was based.
So, dude, I don't know what the fuck was up with that. It went from like a normal ass show to like unlimited budget works
Yeah, it was,
level
it
of
was like
fucking
cinematic universe.
like what the fuck happened? They just said, "All right, here you go. All right, now guess what? You get this fucking amazing animation for no reason. It's not even close to the same."
I cannot believe they also do Uma Musume. Like that is fucking crazy. That show is wildly. That whole series is wildly popular.
I've been wanting to start it.
I have two.
I
The
I
one,
only found that out because I was looking at I was doing my anime list completion
Uh-huh.
fucking show thing, and I saw that and I was like, I know this studio, but I don't know why. And I was like, Shine Post?
Shine Post was great.
Skeleton Knight?
So what else did they do beside like Uma Musume, Skeleton Knight, Super Cub? Any other like
They
bigger animes?
they did. I can't remember what this one's called. Hold on. I don't know if you remember Futopia that came out summer 2022. That was like that show. I can't really explain it because we didn't watch it, but that one was one that was like getting talked about semi
Mm-hmm.
for a little while. And then other than that, it was not really too much. Their other shows are rated pretty low, actually.
Really? Well, I mean, they got some bangers in the recent years, so
So Skeleton Knight was a 7.18. What is this? Hold on, what is this? This is like OVAs or something. This one episode special for Uma Musume actually got over a 7.
really.
And then everything else is like 6.65, 6.52.
I do really want to watch Uma Musume, honestly.
I
The
do
one thing
too.
that like stopped me from it is because it was like horse girls.
There's also its third season coming out this year.
Damn, it's starting its third season?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's fucking popular, man.
Yeah, it is. I'm looking at the
But that was one that I
rankings.
found interesting. I also saw there was some news about it a while ago that I saw, but I can't remember what the fuck it said. It said something, and I was like, oh, so we're never getting another season of it.
Oh, yeah.
I can't remember what it said, though, that made me think that.
I'm looking at the top anime for the week of April 21st to the 28th.
It might have been like one of those scorching ping pong girl things where I think the writers didn't know where to go with it after so long.
And they just quit.
But I don't remember. I really don't remember.
If they're gonna do that, I'd rather have them just do like the High School of the Dead thing and be like, just die. You made this great show. Why won't you finish it?
All right, so the very first review on Super Cub is someone not recommending it, which I don't know how you can't, but whatever. the the thing that you should never say when you're like talking about a slice of life is I have always considered myself as a slice of life enthusiast and then shit on like the single most slice of life show you can imagine. That means you're not. You are not a slice of life enthusiast. You're just a big baby.
You're just a bitch who wishes you had a super cup and
I
didn't
like
get
my
one.
slice of life, but only when they're in another world and they have superpowers.
And they fight a lot.
Like if you're saying that you're a slice of life enthusiast and you watch like a great slice of life, Super
Yeah.
Cup is 100% a fantastic slice of life, and you shit on it, you're just an idiot. You're a knucklehead.
Arguably,
ding dong.
probably one of the most slice of lifey shows ever because it's the most realistic.
Like what? Did you also not like Lucky Star because it was too slice of lifey? Like fuck you, dude.
It's not real. It's not slice and dice enough. Kanata shouldn't have blue hair. That's not Japanese.
The Japanese don't have blue hair.
That's fake. But Super Cup was just too fake for me. I want real life. So watch a fucking real life drama, dumbass. Stop watching
Fucking
anime if
moron.
you're gonna shit on it like that.
He only has like fucking 6 shows fucking updated on his shit.
Unreal.
What the hell?
Unreal.
Is he? It says he's completed 321 episodes. Let's check this out.
I
Let's
love
look at
shitting
this.
on people's My Anime list. We should make that a whole episode one time.
He gave Railgun a 7. Let's see. He gave the Ace Attorney TV show a fucking 4.
I've never even heard of that.
He gave Anohana a 5.
It's not slice enough.
He unironically gave Anohana a fucking 5.
Did he leave a review?
I don't know how to tell if he did. And then he gave the movie a 5, and the only comment that he made on it in his fucking shit, like his stupid shit post page, is I should rewatch, I guess.
What does that
How do you-
mean?
I don't know. How do you fucking give Anohana a 5 in any world? Any fucking world.
Oh, people's bad anime opinions are fucking hilarious.
So, for those of you that may or may not know Mr. Alfredo _ Elric's Elric
Out
in
him
real
like
life. Don't take his opinion on any show because his opinions are actually bad.
Like, it's not even like shitting on the guy. Those are just bad opinions.
Here he is shitting on Attack on Titan. Oh my god, dude, he's just shitting on shows for no reason.
What does he like?
Apparently he thought Bocchi the Rock was just okay. He gave it a 7.
7's better than a fucking 5.
He gave Chainsaw Man a 6. He gave Charlotte a 4.
Charlotte was better than a 4. It wasn't great, but it was better than a fucking
No,
4.
it's better than a 4 for sure. So if I could have outed him, I would have had to do it with his real name. This is his profile name. He gave the first season of Demon Slayer a 5.
Bro. This dude doesn't watch anime.
No, he doesn't.
He simply does not.
He really just fucking does not. He gave Fire Force a 3.
Dude, what?
He gave Fooly Cooley a 5. All right, this makes sense now. He gave Full Metal Alchemist a 9. It all makes sense now, dude.
Did he rate Oshinoko yet?
I don't see. I'm only on
Gives
G.
it a 1.
He apparently watched Gundam versus Hello Kitty. Wait, this is a thing?
Hold on, what?
Dude, it's awesome. It's Gundam versus Hello Kitty. It's only 3 episodes. It's fucking sick. Probably hated it. He didn't review it. Didn't rate it.
Well, it looks old.
He gave
my
ID Invasion
God.
a 5, which is weird. He called it generic, even though, you know, it's not even close to generic. He gave Cabanera the Iron Fortress a 5. That show overall has a rating of 7.2.
Really?
Yes. And he gave it a fucking 5. It is a very good show, and I will recommend it all day, every day.
Dude literally does not watch anime. Like literally. I'm sorry to change the subject, but I'm looking at pictures of Gundam vs Hello Kitty, and I can't get over it. There's like this badass picture of the Gundam. It's RX-78 too. And then Hello Kitty's just there, blank-faced in space. I think I need to watch this show.
I think I need to watch those 3 episodes.
Kitty,
All
just
right.
who are you exactly?
So you haven't watched it, but you know how popular Mob Psycho 100 is, right? And it's rated really highly.
Yeah.
Gave the first season a 5. He gave My Neighbor Totoro a 5.
This dude might have some of the worst anime opinions I've ever come across. Like, that's actually no joke.
They're actually wrong.
They are.
These opinions are genuinely wrong.
I
Like,
love how you ousted him as a Fullmetal Alchemist fan when he gave that a fucking 9.
He gave Madoka Magica a 6.
He doesn't watch anime.
No.
He watches Fullmetal Alchemist and then looks at this preview for a show and then rates it.
Is this show anywhere close to popular enough to overtake Fullmetal Alchemist? I'm going to rate it stupid low for no reason then. He gave Skate the Infinity an 8.
No, he did not. Dude, what the
God.
fuck is with this person?
I think this might be the most like inhuman
It's a
person
bot. It has to be a bot.
ever. There's
fake.
no way.
It's a bot.
These can't be real opinions. He gave Super Cub a 3. That was what he gave it. He rated it a 3.
Bro.
Oh my god, I don't know. I don't know. He calls himself a slice of life enthusiast. He gave the Yakuza's Guide to Babysitting a 6.
Yeah, he hasn't rated a single slice of life above a 6.
He gave Violet Evergarden a 7 at least. I don't agree with that, but you know.
Probably because Violet's hands were metal and it reminded him of Fullmetal Alchemist.
Wonder Egg Priority he gave a 1.
Come on.
Not the OVA, the whole 12 episodes.
Dude, the 12 episodes were good.
He gave it a 1 and said subjectively a 1, insulting, terrible representation of mental health issues and sensitive themes. How?
I thought they did a great job.
It's because they did.
No, it was insensitive and terrible for mental health.
I don't know. This might be the single worst profile we've ever looked at.
We gotta save his
anime
name.
list,
He's
dude.
gonna go down in history.
Oh my god, that is just.
Yeah, we gotta save the name.
There's so many people not recommending Anohana too that I'm finding. What is wrong
Why?
with people?
What do people not like about it? It's fucking sad. It made me cry.
It has an 8.3. Well, I'm going to go against the grain, surprisingly, and say that it's bad. And then all of my points that I make are going to make no sense and be completely contradicting to how the show plays
It
out.
just doesn't make any sense that Menma, who was already dead, came back. It didn't make any sense. Like,
Look,
why?
it's the case of just because you didn't like it doesn't make it bad. Like,
Yeah, it does.
that's just the end of the day. Like, I can point out flaws with shows that I didn't like, and if you can argue with it, then I will change my opinion.
Bro, I
maybe.
can point
But,
out
like,
flaws in shows I did like, and I
Right.
still recognize it as being as good as it is.
Exactly. I mean, you can point out the flaws, but that doesn't make it a bad show. No show is going to be perfect,
No.
except I guess Full Metal Alchemist, because those fans are absolutely mental.
I want to meet a real Fullmetal Alchemist fan.
I do too, and I want to ask them why they're afraid of some other show being number 1 over their stupid fucking show.
Luke, do you remember the first con we did in Erie?
Yeah.
That kid walking around, there was a character, I believe it was from Fullmetal Alchemist. She had, let me try and find her name. Alchemist. Characters. It might have been from Steins Gate, actually. Now that I think
Was
about
it? No, I think it was Steins Gate.
I think
is
it
the
was
one you're
Steins
thinking of.
Gate. Yeah, I was gonna say maybe he was one that we saw. Yeah, it was certainly Steins Gate. It was the one with the The red hair.
Yeah, she's awesome.
Makise.
She's based.
Yeah, she looks base as hell.
That show's really fucking good.
I super want to watch Steins Gate.
I wouldn't be opposed to watching Fullmetal Alchemist Brotherhood, but like, I don't know, man. It's hard to say that show should be as rated as high as it is for as long as it has been.
I know.
And then Fullmetal Alchemist fans get scared that another show's gonna be rated higher, so they all go and hate post on another show.
Because isn't like Fullmetal Alchemist mid and then Brotherhood is good?
I've heard Brotherhood is the only good one.
Yeah.
I've heard that the original. This is what I've heard. So anyone in the comments is going to fucking try to cancel me for saying that. I haven't watched either, so I don't have an opinion. Fuck off.
I want to make a YouTube video that says Fullmetal Alchemist actually sucks.
We can make that the name of this episode of the podcast.
And then all we do, let's do it. Fullmetal Alchemist is actually
That's what Thorpe
bad.
and I did with that one episode. It was like Chainsaw Man is mid, and then when it got, no one watched it because no one got to the part where we said we should name it that as a joke and see what happens. Nobody watched it to that part, and I was like, yeah, we just got a bunch of people to click on our video and leave a comment. Fuck you, algorithm wins, dude.
Yeah, that is true. It did get a lot of views. Like, I want to read the synopsis for this show.
Which one?
I want to read it for Fullmetal Alchemist because I really don't know what it's about.
I don't super know what it's about. I know like enough to understand that I'd probably enjoy it, but I think it's one of those overrated shows.
Yeah, let's read
At
this
this
real
point.
quick. So right now it's standing in 8.1 on my anime list. Let's just keep that in mind.
The original Fullmetal Alchemist or Brotherhood?
Original.
Okay.
Is the plot for Brotherhood that much different?
I don't know if it's different. I just know that it's done better. Like if you go to the top anime, it's still number one at a 9.1. Oshino Ko is at a 9.09, by the way.
Really?
Yes.
Let's read Brotherhood then. If that's the better one. Yeah, it's at 9.10. Ranked number 1, popularity number 3. After a horrific alchemy experiment goes wrong in the Elric household, brothers Edward and Alfonsi? Sure.
He is a Fullmetal Alchemist fan. His name was Alfredo Elric. He's totally just a fucking Mayan.
He is.
Oh my
yeah,
god.
he's a fucking simp.
I'm a slice of life enthusiast, but everything is bad because I watched Fullmetal Alchemist.
Are left in a catastrophic new reality, ignoring the
Alchemical?
Yeah. Ignoring the alchemical principle banning human transmutation, the boys attempted to bring their recently deceased mother back to life. Instead, they suffered brutal personal loss. Alfonsi's body disintegrated while Edward lost a leg and then sacrificed an arm to keep Alfonsi's soul in this physical realm by binding it to a hulking suit of armor. The brothers are rescued by their neighbor Pinako Rockbell and her granddaughter Winry. Known as a biomechanical engineering prodigy, Winry creates prosthetic limbs for Edward by utilizing automail, a tough, versatile metal used in robots and combat armor. After years of training, the Elric brothers set off on a quest to restore their bodies by locating the Philosopher's Stone, a powerful gem that allows an alchemist to defy the traditional laws of equivalent exchange. As Edward becomes an infamous alchemist and gains the nickname Full Metal, the boys' journey embroils them in a growing conspiracy that threatens the fate of the world. So they goof up super bad, and then they try to fix it.
Yeah, look.
Basically, they're trying to find the One Piece, if you really want to dumb it down.
I'm not going to say anything like shitting on the show, because obviously I haven't watched it.
Right.
But
albeit it is fun to meme.
For a show to be number one for as long as it has, and for everyone to be so afraid of it not being number one, to go and hate post on every other show and literally review bomb other shows because they're afraid of it getting overtaken. There might be shows better than your show, just saying.
Yeah. Didn't Spy Family overtake it for a little bit?
It did, and then it got hate posted all the way down like pretty fucking far, and then it
Yeah.
actually evened out naturally.
Yeah. I wonder.
Like,
I wonder if, like, let's play a little thing here. Let's play God. So, like, say everybody had actual honest opinions, and
yeah.
they weren't like dick riding one show.
hmm
What show do you think would actually be number one?
Can we limit it? All right. If you go to my anime list and you go to the top where it says anime, go to top anime. We're gonna make this a lot easier because there's way too many shows to choose from.
Okay.
We're gonna limit it to the top 25.
Okay.
Which one would we think would be number one if there were not dick riders all over it?
Some of these I haven't even heard of. Wow, Clan Ad is in the top 19. That's crazy.
Yeah, dude.
It was just so boring. I wonder why.
I don't know. I fell asleep during the whole first season and then woke up in the second season. I was like, this fucking sucks.
That's tough. That's a tough question, honestly.
It's hard to answer because, like, again, no show's perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Shows there's so many shows that I think should overtake Full Metal. I think that it's just been number one for way too long because
Yeah.
everyone that watched it dick rides the show and hates the idea that the show that they like isn't the most popular ever.
Luke, I'm gonna lose it.
What?
Guess what's at 48? Number 48 out of every single fucking anime.
The worst part of 86.
The worst part of 86. And that's not that. I think, like, we were just talking about people that like shit on other shows. That one deserves it.
I've made points as to why that's bad, and I have not had a single person ever that's watched the show, not had a single person counter any of my arguments for why the fuck the show in the second part sucked.
It was just fucking bad.
It made no sense. There was no sense to be made in all of the second part.
No.
The first part was fucking good.
It was. It
And
was
I admitted
really
that.
good.
The second part was fucking dumb. It made no sense. They just completely took whatever story they had and said, out the window, here you go. Here's your news story. You have a fucking lolly that can see in other people's eyes for no
Yeah,
reason.
we're gonna take out all the military aspect of it and throw in magic.
Here's
out
no
of
explanation.
And Melise, yeah, she's not gonna exist. Maybe for a
Also,
second.
everything that was, the whole point of Shin existing, yeah, fuck that. That just doesn't matter anymore.
Yeah. Anyway, number one. Man, that's actually a really hard question.
It is hard because, I mean, obviously our opinions are going to be weighed in on this no matter what. No matter how objective we want to be, it's a subjective statement. I think it'd be really hard. I think if Oshino Ko sticks out as hard as it has been, and it's been, like, these first 3 episodes have been insane.
Yeah, like I watched the second one. I have one more to watch, but the second one was.
It is immensely good.
Yeah, I mean, it's explaining things very well. It's going at a really good pace so far.
It's got the weird sci-fi shit with it.
Yeah. I mean, like, they didn't want to rush shit, so they made a fucking movie for the first episode. Like, I think I think that's a really good point to make. And I feel like a lot of people could look at that and be like, well, it's just, if they can't explain the story in a regular full-length episode, then it's not worth it. I think they went the extra mile to do that.
Yeah, that's going above and beyond. I would like having that split up into 3 episodes. I think I would like it less than I did watching that all in one episode, one long movie.
It just hits a little different when you get to the ending.
And I didn't feel like that was an hour and 20 minutes that I spent watching that either. I felt like I sat there for 15 minutes and it was done and I was crying.
It felt like a normal length episode, honestly.
I think if I'm being completely subjective, if Oshino Ko hangs out until the end and it's still just as good all the way to the end, I think that could be number 1. I think Anohana could be number 1. That's not in the top 25, but I'm going to give that a shot. I do think that could be number 1.
I think
Violet Evergarden could be number 1.
I think Violet Evergarden definitely would stand a chance. I think, just looking at this list here for the top 50, at least on this first page, I think Gintama would definitely be up there to its own thing. Because I haven't seen Gintama, but I feel like there's probably something in it for everyone.
I'm sure there is. I don't know. That's another show that I'd be afraid to put up the top just because there's a lot of dick writing for it.
100%
If you get
agree.
into any of the big shows, like the big name shows that everyone that's never watched anime before even has watched, it's kind of that point of, well, I liked it, so if you didn't like it, you're just wrong.
Yeah.
We don't share opinions on these, by the way, everyone at home. I'm going to fucking reiterate that again because people don't like to listen when you talk about their show and you'd say that you didn't watch it, but you talk about it in a different light than if it's good or bad. I don't know if it's good or bad.
It's interesting here. If you go to most popular, Attack on Titan is number 1.
Wait, how'd you get to most popular?
There's like different tabs in gray.
Oh,
Yeah. I don't know if yours
Most
displays an ad, but mine's
yeah,
a
that is
tab.
number 1. You're right.
Yeah, and Death Note is number 2.
How do you rank this as
I
most popular?
I have no idea.
A lot of this doesn't surprise me
No, me either. Angel Beats is on there. That's cool to see.
because people like Angel Beats and everyone just shits on it for no reason.
Yeah.
Now, and I still don't get how people like shit on Angel Beats so much when it's obviously popular and people like it.
I don't get it either.
I've watched a lot of these top 50 popular ones.
Really?
Yeah.
I've seen One Punch Man, Demon Slayer.
I can tell now because I have my completed tab on the right.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I have not seen a lot of these.
See, which have you added all of your shows to my anime list?
Not all. Actually, after the podcast, I was going to do it a little bit.
My number ended at completed 679.
My God.
I have
Holy
watched
shit.
8,622 episodes.
Wow. Is that counting movies and stuff?
That's counting whatever my anime list counts.
Holy fuck. That's so much anime. That's a fuck. If you really think of, damn, that's a lot.
I mean, dude, when we went into lockdown forever ago, that's all
Yeah.
I did was sit down and watch shit because I was in a slump not wanting to play games anymore. Nobody
Yeah.
got on to play, so I just watched shit. Just watched anime. That slump is how when I watched Anohana and Madoka Magica when I did that fucking binge of bullshit shows that make you feel bad.
Yeah. Yeah, you did the sad binge.
That was epic. Sure was epic.
What's my password? I gotta try and remember my fucking
Oh,
password.
I also wanted to bring up High Dive sent me an email because for some reason they like to send emails about when new shows come out. First off, the second core of Danmachi season 4 dubbed is just now getting ready to start.
What? They're that far behind?
They're that far behind that it is just now getting ready to start.
Why?
But they sell it by still recovering from the mental trauma after that Danmachi episode. Great. It's like, okay. All right, then. Thanks.
Holy shit, I can't believe they're that far behind.
They're so far behind.
Man, imagine how many people are like have not seen the show, because there are people that only watch dubs.
That's what I'm saying. And that's what I was going to get at is that I get people liking the dubs more than anything else, but not watching the sub and missing out on the show for that long. That's got to suck.
That's years.
And you like, dude, that's like fucking 4 months. 4 months that this has been over, and they're just like, here you go. Right? Because when did it end? Did it end last?
The second season?
Yeah,
Fuck,
the
dude, that
second
was
part
like,
of 4th season.
oh, the second. I thought you said the second season.
No, the second part.
I was like, bro, they are way behind.
Oh no, the second part ended in March, so it ended a month ago or 2 months ago now almost. But they're just now getting the dub.
Mm.
and you're expected to stay spoiler free entirely for a whole fucking
For
month,
2 months.
2 months even. It's like I get it. I get liking one over the other. That's fine.
Mm-hmm.
I'd
We-
rather just watch the shows as they air more than anything else.
Yeah, I would too. Oh, it's my fucking username. That's wrong. I don't even know my username on my anime list.
That is the point where I would say subs are 1,000,000% better than dubs.
Yeah, that's a huge, huge plus that subs get, honestly. Like, we get shit on time.
So I mean, if you want to argue the other side, go ahead. I don't care. This is the episode of Luke really just does not care.
It's not going to make me watch dubs. Period.
No.
The
Well,
only
I mean-
dub that's better than sub is Ghost Stories, and everyone knows that already. And it's just because it's funny.
There's so many clips of shit from dubs that people put on our anime,
I
and
mute
it
him.
just
I
sounds
mute 'em.
wrong. And
Yeah.
they just sound wrong.
I mute him the moment I hear him. Like, I can't.
Like someone
do it.
put a Love Live dub on r/Otonokizaka. And it was funny, but like it sounded awful. It sounded terrible, man. The voices just don't fit the characters most of the time.
I kind of want to watch a Love Live dub just to hear it.
I saw part of it and was just like, God, it was
I-
not very good.
But I don't want to, like, ruin Love Live.
I don't think that would ruin Love Live for you because it didn't for me. It just sounds bad.
Yeah.
And that's my
Just
point
makes
that
me
I make
nervous.
with dubs is there are so few voice actors in the dubbing industry for anime
Mhm.
in English. I don't know about other languages. Because I mean in other languages, Spanish power sounds like power. English power does not sound like
No,
power
Spanish
in
power
the
went.
slightest. But there's only like a handful of voice actors in English. So all characters end up just sounding like every character. It's a very generic voice they put on for them.
Yeah, you could probably go to like 10, 15 different shows and they'd all sound very similar.
And I don't know, it's not the voice actor's fault by any
Mhm.
means. I would never blame a voice actor for taking a job. They deserve it. They deserve the money that they get and everything. It's just there's not enough people out there to separate every show and have the right voice actor for every part.
Especially when-
it's just impossible.
When like with this season when there's fucking 15, 16, fucking probably 30, 40 shows.
There's well over 30 shows.
Yeah. I was just
And not all of them even get dubbed.
Yeah.
I mean, think about all the shows you miss out because you only watch dubs.
That's
You don't
that's not a dub.
right. I get liking one over the other, but I feel like if you're flexible enough to watch both, you're probably winning more than watching just dubs. Watching subs, you obviously win the most because you get to watch every show and there's
Yeah.
no limit on it. But if you're gonna watch dubs, at least like risk watching both to maybe watch a show that's not been dubbed. Katana Gatari wasn't dubbed.
Yeah, and they're missing out big time on that.
That's one of the best shows I've ever watched, and I
Mhm.
will stand with that opinion.
Yeah.
And someone else might have a different opinion. I'm not like a Full Metal Alchemist fan. I'm not gonna just go and review bomb your show because you didn't like Katana Gatari. But I mean, it's one of those things where it's just you're just losing overall.
Yeah.
Dub versus dubs always lose. You just get less content.
Do you think I mean there probably are, but do you think there's people that like strictly watch dubs and they're like, "Oh, I really want to watch X show. Guess I'm never going to watch it."
Yes, because I knew someone that was like that.
Really?
Mhm.
Oh
I
man.
recommended a show and they said, "Is it dubbed?" I said, "No." And they said, "Well, looks like I'm never watching that." And I said, "All right, I guess I'm never recommending you a show again then."
Like can they just not read?
I don't know. I don't care what your opinions are. I forced my sister to watch Love Live dubbed because it's just better. Strictly just better.
Well, you said dubbed.
Or sub, not dubbed. Fuck, never watch Love Live dubbed. It's bad. But when she was over here, she was watching Don Machi, and it wasn't caught up, obviously, dubbed. That's how she watched it for the most part. But then she switched to sub and just started watching it and caught up with it because she wasn't going to wait while the show's already fucking out.
That'd be really hard to do, honestly, I think. Like switching
It
from
would
sub
throw
to
me
dub
off.
right off rip.
But dude, like voices sound so much better most of the time in sub. I'm not saying all the time. There are
They do.
definitely voices in subs that don't sound good. But like,
Yeah. But just overall, it just sounds better subbed.
it's just
It just sounds way more natural.
you're right, it's just one of those things where that's where it's from.
Hmm.
So it's gonna sound better where it's from. Have you ever heard Japanese SpongeBob?
I've heard Chinese SpongeBob.
They don't sound right. It doesn't sound right at all. SpongeBob
Or like,
sounds best in English.
like ASDF movie in German.
And I don't know where people think that that's like some weird opinion that, oh, it's just because it's Japanese, it sounds better. No, it's because that's where it came from. That's its native fucking form of
Yeah.
art. So it's going to sound better because there's going to be more effort put in natively than non-natively.
Hmm. It's like watching I forget what I was gonna say. God damn
King
it.
of the Hill.
I guess that would work. It's like watching King of the Hill with like a different. Well, I was thinking more of like a live action thing. Like watching a live action with a different dub.
Yeah, because they did that with like karate movies and shit for the longest time, like in the 80s.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, because
That shit's so weird.
they would air in America and they would be dubbed, and their fucking mouth is still moving, and then the sentence is done. You're like, what the fuck is going on?
Like Godzilla.
Yeah, like Godzilla. Godzilla's a great example, actually. That's a great one.
That's everyone's go-to example
Yeah.
because they stop like, oh, it's like what the fuck? Like, what? Like
I don't
what
get
the
it.
fuck happened?
There was a movie I was watching actually recently. It was, man, what the fuck was it? It was in its original language was German, but they dubbed it in English. I almost couldn't tell.
Really?
It was fucking weird.
I guess like the mouth movements of German are very similar because it's all Anglo-Saxon
Yeah.
languages.
I really wouldn't remember what movie it was because I was like blown
Sounds
away.
cool.
It was All Quiet on the Western Front.
Really?
Yeah. It was original language is German, and I was watching.
I had
I'm like,
no clue that was originally in German.
yeah, and they dubbed over it in English, and I was like, I can't even fucking tell. It was crazy weird.
That's insane. I
Yeah.
had no clue that was a German film.
Yeah, that was really weird to me. I was like blown away. I kept asking, I'm like, is this fucking like in English right now, or like what's going on here? Because this is blowing my mind. Everything's
just-
syncing up.
You just like completely surprised me with that. Holy fuck.
It was the weirdest thing in the world. They did such a good job with that.
Like I said, I had no clue it was even German until right now. And you just now taught me that.
Yeah. It's the new one too, not the old ones.
Hmm.
That blew my mind. That was fucking wild.
That's crazy. I had no
Mhm.
fucking clue in the slightest.
Yeah, great film by the way. Great fucking film.
I think at the end of the day, you can enjoy whatever you want to enjoy.
Yeah,
We've
but
been proprietors of that,
sometimes you're just a loser.
honestly. No, we've been proprietors of that since day
Yeah.
one of the podcast. You're allowed to enjoy what you want to enjoy, and just because your opinion doesn't line up with anyone else's doesn't make your opinion wrong. Unless you're that fucking dipshit that gave
Yeah.
fucking Anohana a 5, then you're just wrong.
Yeah, like that dude's just wrong. But most people are pretty at least okay with it.
Yeah.
Like we'll bust their balls if someone leaves like a bad comment on anime we like or like a unrecommended one.
Well, yeah, because you deserve to get your balls busted at
Yeah,
least.
exactly.
Like nobody's immune to getting made fun of. That's just the end of
Yeah,
the day.
exactly.
If you're gonna get mad at someone because you got made fun of on the internet, I'm sorry, you're kind of a fucking loser.
Yeah, get off the fucking internet.
Just don't be on the internet then, because you're not. There's no way no one's gonna make fun of you for some bad opinion you have.
No, everything is free game on the internet.
Honestly, and I'm pretty sure we wouldn't get along with that guy at all
No.
with his terrible anime opinions.
No.
But like most people that we make fun of, it's because we'd probably get along with them at the end of the day.
Yeah, we could probably find some sort of common ground.
You didn't like one show we like. All right, fucking
I
congratulations.
just
I
think
guess.
the cherry on top was when he rated Fullmetal Alchemist a 9 out of 10. That was just the cherry on top of it all.
When he said that it's a perfect show, everybody should watch it. I was like, God damn, he's actually
Yeah.
a Full Metal Alchemist fan. He's not a My Hero fan. He gave all of My Hero like a 5,
Wow.
which surprised me. So he just is a sheep. He's not a pedophile.
So he's not a pedophile sheep. He's just a sheep.
He's just a sheep.
Okay.
Can that be what we refer to all Full Metal fans as, or
Sheeps.
sheeple?
Yeah, the
Just
sheeple. Yeah. They're sheeple.
You sheep will always follow your herd all the way to Full Metal Alchemist. I said My Hero again.
Yeah, they're fucking sheeple. Anybody who watches Full Metal Alchemist is a fucking sheep.
You're a sheep.
Fucking sheep.
Don't even fucking come at us. You come at us for making fun of your opinions on the internet. You're gonna get really butthurt.
What if in like a year, one of us three, watches Full Metal Alchemist, and then becomes a sheep?
I mean, I've wanted to watch it. I got recommended it in college because one of my friends. It was a show he really liked. It was one of his favorites. But he also really liked Overlord, so he had other opinions and liked other shows too. It wasn't just he only liked Full Metal and every other show is mid because it's not Full Metal Alchemist. I was looking at another review. Oh, it was fucking for Magical Destroyers. Magical Girl Destroyers? I don't know. I don't think you're watching it this season.
No, but I know what it is.
But it's super good. The red-haired Anarchy is actually voiced by Power.
Really?
Yeah.
That's based.
I realized that in episode fucking 1. I was like, that's just Power, dude. But people are making opinions, and they're comparing it to Shimonetta and Fooly Cooly. And I've never seen Fooly Cooly. But I was asking Joe, because he's seen it,
Mhm.
and he's like, that doesn't even make any fucking sense. They're not even close to the same type of show. Shimonetta makes some sense, but the whole point of Shimonetta was that they were banning dirty jokes. The whole point of this is that they're banning otaku culture. They're two completely different things still.
Yeah.
It's the whole thing's about censorship no matter what, so I guess you could make that comparison, but people are rating the show really low, and it's actually a pretty good show. I'm going to say that it's being underrated right now.
People are rating it low.
It's only got like a 6.5 or something.
Wow, I thought it was more popular because I know Neon Elements really likes it.
I'm going to say that it's getting underrated. It's getting underrated because people are comparing it to shows that they shouldn't be comparing it to. Like Shimonetta I can kind of guess to an extent, but like Fooly Cooly, there's no comparison. From what I understand, from what I've been told, if someone can correct me in the comments, I would appreciate that and tell me if I am wrong. But there's no comparison between them from what I understand.
I'm trying to find Fooly Cooly on
FLCL.
FL.
FLCL.
Damn, it came out in 2000.
Yeah, and then there was like a OVA that came out recently or something like that.
Oh, that's an old show.
But I haven't looked up anything on it.
Looks like a fucking mech.
Well, from what I understood,
It is a mech.
not the same. Yeah, from what I understood, it's not the same show, and people are comparing it for some reason. It's a show that knows what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know how people don't get that when it shows know what they are. Like that fucking scene from Kamikatsu I sent where that's literally a guy that was driving a fucking tractor and they just put animation over him.
Dude, that was not animation. That was the fucking Snapchat filter.
Yes, and then they just put a face on him and then added weird text that followed the tractor very shittily.
That was fucking hilarious.
It knows what it is though, and it knows that that's funny. And they did it on purpose, knowing it's funny. They didn't do it legit. There was no legitness in that. They did not try to do that. They did it because it's fucking funny, and I respect the fuck out of that.
That was hilarious.
r/anime loved that too. Someone shared that on I think it was r/anime or r/anime gifs, and people were just loving it. They're like, "This is so fucking funny" because it knows what it is.
Yeah,
I think it
was our anime because I think I saw it after you.
The show's
showed
fun
us.
as fuck though, and that's the thing is that you can't just go comparing that to other shows. It's not. There's not too much that's like that. I could probably, if I sat down and looked through my list long enough, I could probably find shows that I could compare it to, but it's not one that I can just say, it's just like this show. It's just like this show. Shit like that. But then to compare a show to something that's not like, it's like...
It's not like Gundam. He's riding a tractor. That's sort of a mecha.
It's sort of like Gundam, dude. Oh, Overlord, isn't that the show that's kind of like Violet Evergarden? Because they both have robot arms, isn't that it?
No. You're thinking of Konosuba.
Oh, right, because they both have skeletons.
Speaking of skeleton, there's a show airing this season that I wanted to see if you're watching. Are
Is
you
it
watching?
the hero is already dead?
The legendary hero's already dead?
Yes.
Did you see the pissing scene from it?
Dude, that was the end of last episode.
That I saw a
They
gif of
ended the episode on that.
that made me laugh very hard. That was really funny.
Yeah,
That was so funny.
they ended on that, and I sat there in utter disbelief. I was like, "What the fuck do
Like,
you mean?"
What did they need it for? Like,
So the princess has a disease where she produces too much magic,
okay,
and he killed the legendary hero by digging a hole and putting spikes in the ground because he was trying to defend himself from like monsters or something, and that was his plan. And the legendary hero got distracted by him cooking meat and fell into the hole and died by accident. So this little lolly necromancer put his soul in the legendary hero, but he doesn't make enough magic to keep the skin on the hero, so he's a skeleton. So to get magic, he has to consume the princess's bodily fluids in any way. It could be spit, sweat, tears, anything. And that includes piss.
that scene was really funny.
So she has to piss in his mouth to make him not a skeleton.
Anime is breaching new bounds.
I mean, they know no bounds.
They are
Everything is free game in
they are in
anime.
new waters.
Yeah, I'm watching that show. I'm glad that you could ask me so I could be free to admit that.
Yeah, that scene made me laugh, and then the fucking
It
dude on
makes
the
me laugh.
tractor.
There's a lot of scenes that are really fucking funny, but the show's just not good.
Really?
It's like really not. I mean, it's mid.
Is it more of
I
a
don't-
comedy, or is it supposed to be a little serious?
It's supposed to be a comedy, but there's not a lot that's super funny with it. It's got one of those sense of humors.
Mhm.
It's just not mine. But there are certain scenes like that pissing scene that made me laugh, and I went, "What?" And then it ended. I was like, "That's how you fucking end the episode? Is that?"
Yeah, that's ranked number 10 this week.
I'm surprised, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't. That's a show that I feel like people wouldn't like.
It does kind of seem that way.
Wait, for this week or for last week?
For the 21st to the 28th. It's basically last week.
When
This
was
was
this?
posted
update?
2 days
Oh, this
ago.
is week 4 from 12 hours ago that they put up the weekly engagement ranking. Legendary Hero is 16th on this one.
Oh, 16th on that one. That must be a newer updated one.
Yeah, they have Oshinoko at number 1, which Doga Kobo, one of my favorite studios, fucking killing. Demon Slayer's 2, and Hell's Paradise is 3. That is actually very surprising.
Yeah.
Witch from Mercury's 5.
Is it really?
Heavenly Delusion is 6. Konos Explosion is 8.
Konos Explosion?
Yeah. Dude, I have been laughing so fucking hard at Konosuba Megumin spinoff. It is so fucking funny.
Oh, okay. That's when I'm very excited to catch up on.
It is so fucking funny. Amikatsu is 14th. And the image they used is him on the fucking tractor. Can you make that our thumbnail? Is him on the fucking tractor?
Yeah, I'll put Neil on it.
I'm begging.
The
It's
title
so
is-
fucking funny.
Well, we gotta decide. Because if we're gonna make the title of Full Metal Alchemist is actually bad, we can't put that.
Oh, you're right. Fuck. All right.
Maybe
We're
next
not
week.
gonna
Maybe
put
next
that.
week we can make a Kamikatsu.
Oh my god, dude, it's so that I was fucking. I choked on my water when I saw that and I choked on my water when I was watching Too Cute Crisis, and that stupid fucking long nosed
I
dipshit
cannot
showed up.
fucking wait for 2Q Crisis.
I have not skipped that OP once.
My God. Meow, 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 meow,
Meow 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 meow.
That
Meow,
one I'm
meow.
really excited for.
Ancient Magus' Bride and Karma ratings is only 21.
I wonder if people just get bored with that show.
I wonder if they get bored, or I wonder if it's just like lack of people watching.
Or, because it's been so long since anything came out for it, really. I mean, besides the movie, when you talk about series.
The OVAs, yeah.
Yeah, the series didn't come out in
2018.
I want to say 18.
It was 18.
So it's been a while since like the actual series came out.
It just, I don't know. It surprised me because the first season's so popular.
I
People
know.
really liked it, and I'm one of people. I am people
Yeah,
that
you are
really liked
people.
it. So it makes me sad, but opinions are
Yeah.
opinions. If people don't like it,
I'm still
They
gonna
don't like
watch
it.
it, and I'm still having fun.
I'm still gonna love it every single fucking second.
Yeah,
The biggest complaint people have been having for Oshinoko is the high dive app is not very good,
it's not. High Dive kind of.
and the app's pretty fucking bad. The website's amazing.
It is. It runs a little slow. It's
That's
a little
fine.
bit. Yeah, but it still like functions and it's easy to maneuver.
The high dive website is beautiful. It is amazing.
Yeah.
It's millions of times better than the Crunchyroll website. I will say that for a fact.
Crunchyroll's so bad.
Now the app, however, the app sucks.
Yeah, it does.
I'll admit it. I try to watch on my TV, and there's just times where I can't even pull up an episode.
The
And I have
TV's
to go to my
really
computer.
hard to function. It's really hard to function.
It's rough as fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know why either. It makes no sense.
There's like, cause like we watched Oshinoko today, the
Mhm.
first episode last night, the second one today. There's no really easy way to navigate to the episode list. It doesn't say where it is. What you have to do is like if you click on the show, there's 4 circles. Each of them have like a different image in them or design. The one for episodes is just a fucking square with another square.
Yours is really weird compared to mine. Then mine's really nice laid out.
Well, I'm talking on TV.
Yeah, on my TV, mine's really nice laid out.
Really?
I think I
Damn.
could just show you right now.
You probably could. Yeah, it
If
looks
I could
like
just show
shit
you.
on the other one.
I mean, it doesn't look the best. It runs pretty bad. This is a stupid fucking Fire Stick. I don't know if it's a Fire Stick's fault or the app's fault, but well, it's definitely the app's fault because Crunchyroll runs like shit. But that's because I think the Crunchyroll app just runs like shit on TVs. Period.
Yeah.
I don't think there's a single TV that runs well on. At least on my phone, it runs really fucking good.
Uh-huh.
All right, and hey, look, there's the monkey.
Yeah, monk.
I do have one more thing I'd like to show the fans before we adjourn for this
Adjourn.
week.
Yeah, we're already at an hour 32 minutes.
Because I got a surprise on my doorstep at the beginning of this week. And you will see what I unboxed right before you joined.
Oh man.
But like if I go here, so you have like
Uh-huh.
all these, and then if I like, I don't know, I'll just click Oshinoko. If you can see right there, it's got like continue watching. Are you talking about the box in box thing right
Yeah.
there for episodes?
Yeah.
Did you not realize that that's what that was?
No, not at first. Like I clicked on the
Oh.
first like play button. I was like, how do I navigate episodes?
I just kind of knew that. Yeah, you're only one episode behind.
Yeah,
On that,
I
that's
gotta
not a
watch the
big deal.
second one.
But that was I like it. I don't think it's bad. I just think that the app just doesn't run
I
as
just wasn't used to it. I was like never navigated it before via television.
there's that, and then the other thing I don't like is sometimes when like one of you guys watch a show first, I go to watch it, but it doesn't rewind on my
And
TV.
it does a couple seconds of like the ending.
It does a couple seconds of the ending, and then I've rewinded before, and it still moved on to the next episode.
Yeah, mine's done that too.
And then I literally couldn't watch it, so I just went to my computer and
Yeah,
watched it
Mine's
because it
done
just
that.
would not let me, and I don't understand what's up with that.
Mm-hmm.
All right, are you ready?
Yeah, I want to see this.
Are you ready? I want to sit down.
I'm sitting. Nice trousers, dude. It fucking came! Whoa!
finally came in. She actually was real.
Dude, no way. That's
She was
fucking.
real. I didn't get ripped off the whole time.
Dude, that's fucking awesome.
She has little slippers.
I saw, and they have little like
Little-
bears or cats on them.
No,
Oh
those
no,
are
her socks,
She has little slippers that are sit down next to the chair.
bro. That's
And
the best figure you have.
She has the sleeping demon teddy.
I'm so jealous of that.
It's awesome.
I want it so bad.
I've also
How
am
long has
ashamed
it
to
been?
admit- Dude, I ordered it last year when I moved down. It has been in
It's been
literal
a
a year.
year. It's been a year.
I got a text 2 weeks ago, not last week. And it was like, hey, you just had like $200 come out on your credit card. I was like, well, hey, fucking what? And I looked and it was like super or anime whatever website I ordered that from took it out. And I was like, maybe that's my Sleepy Princess figure. And I never got an email update or tracking information or anything. And I was like, well, hopefully they didn't just like take money from me. I woke up Monday morning and went to leave and was a little late. And there's a box just sitting in front of my door.
That's fucking awesome.
I was
So
like,
did you
oh.
open it when you got back?
I opened the box. I left it in a box sitting on my table until like right before you got on for the podcast. And then I unboxed it and put her up there.
That would make my whole day. That made
I was
my whole
very
day just
happy.
seeing it.
Mimikyu is now down here somewhere.
I see him. He's vibing with the eggplant seal.
Yeah, eggplant seal, a dragon, and something else.
Those are some full ass shelves. You need something new.
I need another shelf is what I need, but I don't
Yeah.
know where the fuck to put it right now.
I want to get a glass one.
I do too, just
I
for my
really wanna-
figures.
yeah, I really want a glass one.
I do too, especially because of those two right there.
Yeah.
They definitely need to be put somewhere super safe.
Yeah, no dust.
The rest, I'm like, yeah, I want them somewhere safe, but those
Mhm.
two need to be somewhere safe.
Yeah.
Still, what happened? Why is she floating? Like, I did not realize fucking
Umi?
Umi is like mega floating now.
And
I don't
she's
know what
flying.
happened. I don't know what happened. She wasn't like that before.
Dude, Umi is love arrow shooting.
But anyway, that was Luke's show and tell for the
That's
week. If you
based.
liked it, please
That's
leave a like,
based.
comment, and subscribe, and tell host show Marine to marry me because I want to marry her.
Yeah. And if you don't, we're gonna send the teddy demons after you. And they're gonna
This is a
steal your
free
feet.
podcast.
Yeah, it's a free
It's a-
free podcast.
So it's free.
My voice probably sounds different because I'm on Anthony's mic too.
It sounded a little different at first, but then I got used to it. Now I can't tell.
Yeah. Well, guys, that's the end of today's episode of the Hello Harem podcast. Hopefully, I'll probably be here next week in this room just because I don't feel like fucking with mine next week.
True.
So I'll probably be back in this room vibing out with the gang.
The gang's all here.
Gang's all here. But we'll be at you next week. This one will be up Monday. This Monday. Tomorrow. I'm actually going to get
Tomorrow,
this shit
dude.
on time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So this episode
whooper.
will be up on Monday. On the 31st?
Yeah.
No, May
no,
1st.
The first.
May 1st.
May
Holy shit,
1st.
it's already May. That's crazy.
I know. That's what I was thinking the other day at work. I
That's
was like,
fucking
holy
wild.
fuck, we're already at May.
Yeah. So this will be up May 1st. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you have any comments, questions, concerns, leave them in the comments
Make an
below.
inspection tour of your ice box.
And
How's that Pabst
down
Blue Ribbon
below.
supply holding out?
get you guys.
Tomorrow morning when your dealer says,
On the
what do you
skizzy
have?
flippy.
Say, Pabst the Ribbon. What else?